How's it going, gamers? Today is April 6th of 2024, meaning the Great North American Eclipse, as it's being called. And I was one of the lucky many to have experienced this to an extent. And I will say, what I saw outside, what I saw the sun do was fucking beautiful. But once again, you can always leave it up to the news to ruin everything. Even when nothing but happiness is being streamed, someone is going to be grumbling, and that someone is me. I live around up in the Northeast, so I got the very tail end of what there was to catch. So by the time I personally saw the eclipse, it was shown off at least a dozen times with at least 10,000 people shown off in those crowds. It all reminded me on how we're not so evolved from chimpanzees as I watched thousands of people, women, men, children, from war vets to babies, everybody collectively put their sunglasses on and crooked their head 90 degrees up and stared at the sun for 2 hours. Now sitting there in my couch, looking at it on the news, thinking, this is so fucking stupid. Now we didn't get full coverage, we got about 91% coverage, but it was still pretty good. And so, when it came for our turn, me and my family, we all walked down into the front parking lot. We looked outside, and we all crooked our heads up at 90 degrees and stared at the sun for like an hour. Now, I can't report any technical difficulties. I don't think any actual technical difficulties happened, but who knows? Maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and read a headline about on how like some dude went on a spree cosplaying as a werewolf a little too hard. Took him down with a silver bullet. Has that ever been a thing? Like all the way back in witch days, as when they thought there was a witch, it's like, shoot them with a silver bullet. If they die, they're a witch. That sounds like something we'd do. But as sour as I may come off, there is something amazing about us collectively, all as a species, being wondered, bewildered, and amazed by this intergalactic moment that can only really happen through all the math and fucking brain diameter wrinkles that happen when the moon and the sun collide. You take the moon and you take the sun. You take everything that seems like fun. You stir it all up and then you're done. And truly, a eclipse path like this is something that only happens once in every couple of decades. So if you were lucky enough to experience the eclipse in your area, tell me about it a little more in the comments. How did you feel about it? Maybe you were emotional. Maybe you were like me, and you were chortling and giggling to yourself about how funny the entire scenario is. Or maybe you're some third party that really should leave their experience down in the comment section, so I know it can experience it with you. And I will say, these sunglasses are pretty sweet. They essentially just fucking block out everything. But I think I definitely walked away with a new appreciation with everything that was included in those moments, from the people's reactions to the family moments that we all collectively shared that day, to even just the fact that at some point somewhere in North America, we all collectively turned our head 90 degrees and stared at the sun for at least an hour. It's the end of the video, and I have to promote. We have a Twitch live there like all the time, and if you don't like the Twitch, you can watch my VODs. Link in description. And now that we're truly at the end of the video, I gotta be 100% like no cap with you, as kids say. I could smell you since the beginning of this video, and you should like really take a shower. Kind of smell like shit, man.